Who would have thought that the time that used to feel slow and stifling is now running as fast as a second wall clock that doesn't want to wait for anyone? 2 years ago, when BTS's Jungkook officially enlisted in the army, many hearts collapsed. Army's world seemed to lose its light, like the brightest star in the K-pop galaxy had been forcibly dimmed by reality. But now, the emotional outburst that suffocated the chest began to turn into a burning flame of passion. Because, here's the truth, that long wait is coming to an end. Jungkook, the Golden Meanie, the driving force of a million hearts, is counting down the days to return to the world stage. It is no longer just imagination and memories in old videos, it is real, standing in front of the fans, with a smile that until now could only be imagined through the screen. There are rumors that this moment will not only be a comeback from military service, but also the beginning of a new era full of surprises, controversies, and secret plans that shake the South Korean entertainment industry. Since Jungkook officially entered military training in December 2023, millions of soldiers around the world have tried to put up with the remnants of the content and memories he left behind. His songs, interviews, even small details such as hand movements, looks, and whispers in his last live stream are heirlooms that are neatly kept by his fans. Not a few also refuse to watch new content because they feel their hearts are not ready to accept reality without Jungkook. But now, the situation has reversed. ARMY began to count down with explosive expectation. Digital calendars until manual calendars began to be marked in red ink. Fan chat groups are suddenly crowded, notifications are ringing incessantly, all because of just one news. Jungkook will be off military duty in the very near future. But behind this euphoria, tucked a controversy that began to roll like a snowball. It's no secret that during his mandatory military service, many suspected that Jungkook did not completely disappear. There are some mysterious clues that appear by accident, or are they deliberately spread on social media? Is it part of a big marketing strategy? Or is Jungkook secretly preparing a massive solo project that will rock K-pop post-military service? Some mysterious posts from the biggest fanbase accounts give strange codes, such as the number 0612, the one-eye emoji, and a short video with a faint voice touted as Jungkook's voice recording in a military camp. Conspiracy theories began to develop, from the news that Jungkook wrote songs secretly at headquarters, to rumors that he would appear at one of the major music festivals as soon as he was off duty. And yes, the news from the entertainment industry insiders mentioned that HYBE had prepared something completely unexpected. Not just a simple comeback, but a massive launch that will become a new history for the South Korean soloist. In fact, one anonymous source said that Jungkook will directly embark on a solo world tour in less than 3 months since he was free. Meanwhile, the Korean media began to sniff the writhing from HYB's headquarters. Several black cars with dark glass went in and out of the headquarters without any explanation. Several new security personnel were seen guarding around the building. In fact, a number of senior staff were seen attending the night's unannounced meetings, something unusual. All of this leads to one conclusion that makes ARMY's heartbeat uncontrollably. The Golden Magne is coming. But don't forget, behind all this, there are emotional stories from the ARMY that have gone through a storm of longing over the past 2 years. They are silent witnesses of the emptiness Jungkook left behind. Thousands of fan art is created, millions of tweets are sent every month, and dozens of letters are sent to military headquarters just to let the idol know that they are still waiting. Not a few also claim to have mild psychological disorders due to excessive longing. This is not just fandom, it is a deep emotional bond rooted in the Soul.ina community of fans in Brazil. There was a teenager named Camila who named her dog JK, just so that every time she called, she felt like calling the idol. In Indonesia, a soldier named Shinta wrote a letter to Jungkook every week for 2 whole years and kept it in a secret box. He promised to deliver all the letters on the day Jungkook was discharged from the military. And in Korea, a veteran fan named Haese even made a small altar in his room containing photos of Jungkook and candles, as a symbol of hope. These stories illustrate that longing for Jungkook is not just a seasonal trend. It is not just a form of admiration for celebrities. This is the attachment of the soul, the radiance of love that grows from the positive energy that she always gives. So it's no wonder, when this news began to spread that Jungkook's Freedom Day was only a matter of days, the whole world felt like holding their breath in unison. But what really happened behind the military walls? Are there any moments that have changed Jungkook as a person? A number of former soldiers who had won training with him leaked that Jungkook was known as a very calm, focused, and full of leadership. It was even rumored that he had cried when he saw a birthday video from the army sent secretly by mail. An anonymous soldier said, "He doesn't just carry the BTS name, he carries the spirit of the entire army into the base." When she sang quietly at night, everyone fell silent. His voice was trembling, even in the dark. This testimonial certainly makes fans even more impatient. If the Jungkook who comes out later is a more mature, more emotional, and spiritually deeper version, then the world is not yet ready to accept the burst of charisma that he will bring. Some hints also point to the possibility that Jungkook will soon hold an exclusive fan meeting as a token of gratitude for the loyalty of his fans. In fact, rumors say that these meetings will be held in secret in several major cities, and only selected fans will be able to take part, in mysterious ways that have not yet been revealed. Is this Jungkook's return strategy for those who have been loyal for the past 2 years? Or is this part of HYB's plot to recover BTS's peak position after the vacuum? Whatever it is, one thing is certain, the world stage is gearing up to welcome Jungkook's return. And when she steps back into the spotlight, the world will never be the same again. That voice, that face, that energy will again bewitch millions of hearts. But this time with new strength, with a new story, with a longing wound that is turned into victory, because waiting is not just waiting. This is proof of love. This is a struggle of the soul. And now, when the distance between dreams and reality is getting thinner, when the calendar is running out of days, when the seconds to the big meeting are getting closer, there is only one word in the minds of millions of hearts that have long been patient. But in the midst of all this euphoria, a worrying shadow slowly creeps in. What if Jungkook doesn't return the way everyone expected him to? This question is not just empty speculation, because there are a number of unusual signals observed from the internal HYB and also from the sources of the military community who have been silent. One of the most shocking news came from former military training officials where Jungkook was stationed. In an exclusive interview leaked to the public mysteriously through an anonymous blog titled The BTS Oracle, the man mentioned that Jungkook had experienced quite heavy mental stress during the second stage of training. In fact, in one particular moment, he reportedly shut himself up and cried in silence after receiving a letter from his mother. He's not just an idol. Inside, he remains a boy who misses his home, the source wrote. The letter from his mother, according to leaks, contains 2 sentences that make the hair of his readers stand on end. If your heart starts to empty there, remember that we are waiting for you unconditionally. Never feel alone. The words immediately became a trending topic on Twitter, now X, with the hashtag letter to JK, which was used more than 3 million times in just 6 hours. Soldiers all over the world are crying. Many said they couldn't sleep because they imagined Jungkook sitting alone in the middle of the night in his service uniform,